Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Summer, your host with the most. Welcome to yet another episode of Sip and Chat. If you are here, hold on. Chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Summer, your host with the most, coming to you with another Sip and Chat. If you are joining us for the replay, make sure you hashtag replay in the comments. I don't know if y'all could hear me earlier. I don't know why it's two of us up here, but hello. What's up, Shannon? Thank you so much for being a subscriber on Summer's Room. I appreciate you. What's up, Alika? Hey, Bobby. What's up, Nisi Baby? What's up, Joe? How y'all doing? I see you, Joe. I don't know if anybody on what page are you on, Joe? Good morning, Della. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me, please. Drop some hearts or something in the comments if you can hear me. We are live on YouTube and Facebook this morning. Please let me know if you guys can hear me. No, you're not, Jaja. I see you. Thank you for the hearts letting me know that you can hear me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry for the tardiness. How are you guys doing this morning? As you guys come in, please hit that share button. Sharing is Karen. If you do not plan on utilizing your at highlight or your at followers today, please consider dropping it in our comment section. Can we get our shares to match the number of people that's up in here, please? And thank you. And while we wait for the people to get here, what have you guys had for breakfast? Drop it in the comments. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from. Y'all know how we get down while we wait for the people to get here. It is chilly this morning. I'm actually super sleepy. It is raining outside and dreary, okay? And I went to bed early last night, so I woke up super early. And now my body is winding down, ready to go to sleep. What's up, Cupcake Boo? You had coffee. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate y'all. Upstate New York in the building. This morning we're going to be talking about moving out with $1 in a dream, baby. I got a topic for y'all. I got a scenario, well, not a scenario, but a situation that happened. We're going to utilize that to carry this dialogue today. What's up, Mel? Good morning. I closed out twice thinking it was my Sam. No, it was me. Definitely ready for a nap. Yes. Tennessee in a building. You've been up since 3 a.m. I've been up since about that time too. I think like 4. Riverside, California in the building. Period. Hey, Cali. Georgia in the building. You know what? I want to go to Tennessee, but I'm not really sure why I want to go to Tennessee. What's up, Laura? Good morning. No, Zeta Zamora, I am not. It won't be no morning sickness up over here. Okay? Okay? Because I'm here. Period. Coffee and getting my nails done, then maybe something. Alika, your name throws me. It alarms me when I see it because some of the letters in there, that A and that K, reminds me of Ankisa. And every time I see it, I do a double take. Uh, must have been something in the water because I've been up since 3:30. Calling in the building. Kelly in the building. I'm exhausted and sore. My daughter and I have been working out 3 days a week. Get it? Nikki, don't do too much, Nikki. Don't do too much, Nikki. What's up, Playville, Connecticut? Welcome to the live, Lisa Green. We are happy to have you up in here. Let me go share right quick. Let me go share right quick, right quick, right quick. Let me go share right quick. All right, let me get this thing out the way so y'all can see my avatar. What's up? All right, I'm back. You missed my face. You don't see me, girl. Good morning, Heather. How are you? Laugh out loud. What's the tea on this beautiful Thursday morning? Well, today's topic of discussion is going to be about chasing our dreams. That's what the topic is going to be surrounded by. Um, Make sure you guys hit that share button. Can we get 50 folks up in this thing this morning? Um, Let me ask you guys a question. Did you guys hear about the story of the young lady named Keisha? She was a young lady that traveled from Tallahassee, Florida to Houston, Texas with the dream of becoming a influencer content creator. Anyone familiar with that story? Let me know in the comments if you're familiar with the story. Drop some hearts or something in the comments or a yes that you heard of it. Good morning, Bobby. How you doing? Let me know if you heard of it. You haven't heard of it? Somebody said no. Laura said yes. Tracy said no. Thank you for tagging, Jamie. Appreciate you, love. Lisa says she familiar with the story. Ooh, not the stupidest thing. Regina said yes. Leda said yes. Jamie said yes. She got kicked off YouTube's. Hey, got kicked off YouTube's. Why you get kicked off YouTube? Oh my gosh, what's up? Okay, yes. So we got a few people. We got a nice amount of people that said yes that they're familiar with the story. A couple of people that said no. So I'm going to give y'all a story. There was this young lady who lived in Florida. She moved up to Houston in October. So some people had the story wrong. Some of the clips that I saw was saying that she moved up here on New Year's. That's incorrect because I went and found a story and went down a rabbit hole about a couple of nights ago. So she moved out here at the end of October. I think it was like October 25th. And she moved out here with the goal of being an influencer content creator. Now, she made the news because she was staying in a shelter in a warming center in Houston after she had lost the ability to pay for another night at the hotel she was staying in with her children. Now, she said she lived in Florida with her mother and her three young children. She had three boys. She moved up here in October and she said she had a plan and the plan fell through. So she ended up staying with her brother a couple of nights. And then she said she didn't want to ruin what he had going on. She didn't want him to like get kicked out of his apartment because he only lived in a one bedroom. So she went and got a hotel room. She said she had the funds to get her a hotel room and she had a rental at the time. So she was paying for a um a hotel room, and then at the towards the end of December she ran out of funds to continue to pay for the it was the beginning of January. No, end of January, something like that. Somewhere in January, she ran out of funds. And couldn't continue to pay for the hotel room. So she said she had nowhere to go. She didn't know what she was going to do. The hotel ended up telling her she could stay in the lobby. They were sympathetic and told her she could stay in the lobby with her three kids that night, but she had to be out by morning. She said that she ended up calling 911. She said she ended up calling 911 to get some assistance because she just didn't know what to do. They directed her to the warming center, which she ended up in. Now, while at this warming center with her three young children, a guy walks up to her and tells her it's pretty much like the last night. Everybody got to be out of here by morning. And she seemed oblivious. I'm like, how you don't know that you got to get out of here in the morning? What are you doing? Like, did you think you was going to be able to stay in this warming center like for forever? So anyway, I guess they ended up getting her in touch with some social services or whatever like that. And they ended up putting her in a hotel room where she is currently residing right now, per the last time I checked her social media. Hey, Latrice. Now, let me finish telling y'all this. She moved from Florida. She said she was chasing a dream. And she came to Houston because she said a lot of her favorite content creators lived in Houston, Texas. Now, I became aware of this story. Let me tell y'all how I became aware of this story. Because let me tell y'all how petty people are on social media. I meant to say, tell us to what you call them, and I didn't. Somebody was in the comments on a live where I was getting a snippet from, and they mentioned the lady with the three children and was like, do you think Maybay will let her come stay at her house? Do you think she will house her? What does May have to do with this lady? So anyway, they said it, and I was looking at the comment like, what the, like what? What does May have to do with it? So that made me go down a rabbit hole to go find a story to figure out what she was talking about, just to get more insight, right? She says she never moved from Florida if she didn't have a place for her kids to stay and already have something lined up. If the job lined up, you don't come out here trying to be an influencer. So she said in her GoFundMe, because she has a GoFundMe up, that she had applied for an apartment, which she got approved for, but she only had enough money for the application fee. She didn't have any more money. She didn't have the money to move in. But her GoFundMe, she's trying to raise 20 grand. I can't see no apartment you needing $20,000 to move in. I don't understand why it's $20,000 up there. She said on that live that she gets a check every month for one of her children, and that's how she was surviving, like while she was out here. Now, I was reading some of the comments, and y'all know the comments be comments, and maybe they don't hold nothing back. People was investigating, looking into it, and so I went and I thought she already had like an established following. Yes, share the live, y'all. I thought she already had an established following. But when she first started out on this journey, I think she had less than 1,000 followers on TikTok. She has under 100 followers on Instagram and YouTube. And I don't think she has a Facebook. So I'm confused as to why I actually sent her a message. Her inbox is probably flooded right now. I actually sent her a message because I would love to talk to her to kind of get some insight. If I could, land that interview, that would be dope. It probably would be on TikTok because that's where she does most of her, situation at, or YouTube or TikTok, because that's where she's mostly at. Now I went to go check out her pages, right? And she's super inconsistent with her content. She will go like a week or so and don't post nothing, and things like that. And I'm just like, I want to understand her train of thought with moving from Florida to Houston to come be an influencer, right? Because you could be an influencer from any eligible part of the country, the world. If you're in an eligible place, you all you gotta do is hit the live button on the phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was people in the comments saying she could have took some money and just upgraded to a better cellular device, like got an iPhone, versus relocating from Florida all the way to Houston to come stay in the shelter. Now she has three small children, three like small children. Like I don't even think they old enough to be in school yet. And so it blew my mind. Hey Patty, it blew my mind that she would make that move with three small children with uncertainty, like not having anything nailed down. I really can't understand her train of thought, and I would love to. Like what she said, that she was tired of Florida. She felt like it wasn't nothing there for her, which I can understand, right? You want something new, you want to do something different. Cool, ain't no problem with that. But when you have three children, y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not. You're supposed to line something up and make sure you got something in place for you and your kids before you move states away. Like you didn't just go move around the corner. You went from Florida to Texas. You moved hours away from your hometown. Granted, she has a brother in Houston, but you can't stay with him. And you put your kids from being in what I'm going to assume is a stable place, and you came and brought them out to Texas to sleep on a hard floor on a blanket in a warming center. Like I know all about chasing dreams, right? When you want something, you got to do what you have to do. Now, y'all seen that movie? What's that movie called with Will Smith with his son? When he was trying to make it happen for that thing that he invented, and they end up sleeping on the floor of the bathroom one night, you know, and he was determined and he landed what he was trying to do, and it was beautiful, right? But and that's every situation ain't like that. You can legit be a content creator from anywhere in an eligible location on this here Big Blue app. So I don't understand having three children, a single mother, what would make her relocate to a whole nother state with her children, not having nothing lined up. She said she had a plan, granted, but it don't sound like it was too solid. You didn't come up here with the money to move into a place because you said you didn't have the money after you paid for the application. So I'm just trying to understand what she meant by a plan. Now listen to this. Now listen to this. Now, in her videos, what's up, Regina? In her yeah, Pursuit of Happiness. In her videos, you see her three small children, but then you hear this deep voice in some of her videos in the background. You hear a deep voice in some of these videos in the background, but I have never seen a person's face. She doesn't talk about this person on her lives from what I've saw from the videos I watched. And so it was some speculation saying that she moved up here behind a dude, that she relocated up here behind a dude, and that there's a dude in the picture, and she's not mentioning him because y'all know people are more sympathetic to single mothers. Now, I said if she moved up here for some pinging with 3 kids and he can't even help you out, shorty, what is you doing? Right? It said, yeah. Right. When I heard the guy in the background, I was like, first when I heard the voice, I was like, is that one of her kids sounding like that? Like with that deep voice? But then I went back and found her first video when she got to Texas and it shows her 3 boys and they are all small. So that couldn't have been the voice in the background. So I'm like, this would make sense. She moved up here behind some pen gang, thought she was about to come up here and get laid and slayed. Well, she probably is getting laid and slayed because you hear the voice. If that is who it is, that could be someone else. I don't know. But it's the only thing that comes to mind who would be frequently in the background of her videos with her children there. Not unless her brother is visiting. But I feel like I heard one of the kids refer to the guy as Papa or Dada or something like that. So it's given you relocated up here behind some peeing and ended up in a hotel room. And I'm praying that's not the case because baby girl, why would you put your kids in a situation where y'all could have legit ended up on the streets? I don't understand it. And I don't understand also because it sounds like she rented a car for a long time. I don't understand why she would have rented a car for an extended period of time after she got there. It's just you and your 3 kids. There is delivery services for you to order groceries. Like I'm pretty sure she gets some type of benefits since she's not working and one of her children gets a check. She should be if she isn't. She could have been doing delivery service from like Walmart or something like that or another app to bring her food items to the hotel for them to eat so she would keep money in her pocket. And then she could have took a Uber or something or rented a car from Toro or something on days that it was necessary for her to have a vehicle to get around. But I don't know where she would have needed to go too many times with being in a place she's unfamiliar with, not unless she was trying to go establish like residency or fill out applications for certain things, but a lot of stuff you could do online. So I'm really confused by the situation. She rented the car in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she rented the car in Florida to drive up to Texas. And then when she ran out of money, she turned the car, I guess she turned the car in at some point. But she could have just rented the car in Florida to get to Texas and turned it back in. Why keep it? She's been here since October. It is now January. Why keep it for an extended period of time? You didn't need it. Yeah, where's the baby dad? I would have picked a hotel that I stayed in that was close in close proximity to like stuff that was walking distance. A lot of times, especially if you go to like a tourist area or something like that, you can find something near a Walmart or some type of uh just locations you could walk to, right? That would have been my point. That would have been my thought. We'd have got our stroller, whatever we do, would have been walking. But I wouldn't have been spending thousands of dollars because it had to been thousands of dollars to keep the rental car. She said send them to their father. No, send them to their father. Let me see. Let me read some of the comments. I would never uproot my 3 kids on a what if. Sorry, as a mom, that's just a dumb decision. I agree. I wouldn't do that either, Lisa. Absolutely not. I would have to have something already established. Like I would have to already had a place, a job lined up. I would have had to have a situation lined up where I either had a job where I could work from home, so I had to worry about my kids, and or a job lined up and knowing I could get childcare services or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I know some people will relocate just to go into the shelter to establish residency and get a place. If that was the case, like then you would have had a plan. You knew what you was doing. You don't know what shelter you was going into. You'd have had a spot. Like that would have been lined up because I do know people that do that, which I don't see anything wrong with that, especially if you're down and out where you are. Sometimes it's smart to go to a different state because their wait time might be really short. Like I know some places in upstate PA, you can go apply for housing. And at one point, I don't know about if it's a waiting time now, but I know as of at least like 2 years ago, you could apply for places like it was called Tobiana or something like that, like up in the Poconos, and you can have your keys for a place in like less than a week, like 2 weeks. You can have a keys to a place for low income housing in less than 2 weeks. So sometimes it benefits the person to make that leap, but that's not what she did. So I'm a little bit, disturbed by that. When you living on a dream, Lord. That sounds like a mental issue, and I'm not being funny. Yeah, maybe so, Mel. Possibly. It's a lady called Keisha. I think her name. I think you pronounce it Keisha. Well, shit. There's things I would have loved to do, but when you have kids, it's not about you anymore. Your kids come first. Absolutely. As a parent who has moved someone from Texas to Florida, that ain't an easy move. No. I'm wondering why none of her family tried to stop her. I don't know if they tried to stop her or not. They might have tried to talk her out of it, but she grown at the end of the day. Like, what could they possibly do outside of saying no, don't go? Honestly, some random lady. She was on May's live the other day asking for help. Wait, who was on May's live asking for help? Laura, the lady I'm talking about was on May's live asking for help. She was selfish with her decision because you don't do that without an actual plan for your children. If you haven't already hit that, who was over here? If you haven't already hit that, that was funny. A plan and guarantee. Someone asked if May would let her stay at her house. Yeah, someone asked on the comments. That's what made me go look for the story, Laura. These are my people keep making these dumb decisions and have kids, and then they come to Facebook and expect Facebook to take care of them and their kids. I don't mean no shade, but what the F is going on in this world? I don't know. Something definitely don't make sense, Shannon. She said, "Baby Jesus, Lord, no, not adding up. That makes more sense." She moved on the idea of being with someone. Yeah, because I know plenty of women, or we often hear stories of women making moves based, running behind a man. I bet you at the end of the day, we going to find out that she was chasing a man and not a dream and dragged her kids along with it. That would be wild because you went down there for a dude and whatever you thought was going to happen, you ended up at a hotel. Ain't no way he would be at that hotel room with me. It's no way I would have came all the way from one state to the next, and we had a plan thinking I had somewhere to go or whatever, and I end up at a hotel, and you gonna be at the hotel, one hotel room with me and my kids. Ain't no way you finna be there, and he trying to get something because people don't care. There's no way. It's not happening. Is it the father of the children? I don't know, Robin. At the end of the day, send your kids back to your mama instead of getting on Facebook asking them to take care of you and your kids. Alexis, hey boo. Exactly. Where the F are you going in that rented car, baby? The whole story is garbage. It's garbage, Alice. Cause she's not right in her head to do something like that to her kids. What's up, Joseph? Hey, Nate Boo. Like someone said, they're probably a new dude. Yeah, it sounds like it's definitely a dude in the background. I pray this man doesn't hurt her children. Me too. And you have to be careful with your kids, right? You can't just be moving all willy nilly trying to go slide up on some dudes and stuff like that. You don't know if these people are predators or not. And like while Megan's, what is it, Megan's list is or whatever, like you can go look certain things up online, but if a person hasn't been caught yet, you can't pick up nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to just put your kids in that type of predicament. You know what I mean? So be careful the decisions that you make. I thought the story was super interesting because I'm like, I can't wrap my head around why she would move from one state to the other because other content creators are in Houston. You thought it was a good idea for you to randomly move to Houston to chase your dreams of being an influencer. And then on top of that, you saying you chasing your dreams of being an influencer, but you're not even going live. You're not posting videos, nothing. Like, what are you doing? And then I'm like, when she got on the news, her numbers jump, her numbers pop. She's not even at 10K on none of her pages yet, even after being on the news. Now, I've seen some people give her some really great insight on what she should do to formulate like her channel, how she should start her videos off, what she should say to draw people in. She hasn't taken anybody's advice, nothing. Her videos are all over the place. Um, it's really hard to figure out that it's her that you're looking at, like when you find her on TikTok. And she's very inconsistent. And I'm like, if your goal is to be an influencer and you made this move, you should have been vlogging your whole journey. Like you should have been going live on your trip from Florida to Texas. You know, y'all stopped and ate here. Y'all did this. Y'all did that. And she should have been start. She should start her videos off of, "Hey, I'm a single mom of three. I relocated from da 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 to whoop de whoop de woo to chase my dreams of being an influencer." That's how all of her videos should start, and she should be vlogging her journey. But none of them are like that. None of like it's just, and then the videos are poor quality. They really like blurry. It's just like horrible, just horrible, just horrible. Like I'm like, you're not doing good at all. She was supposed to ride the wave after she was on the news. Like when that happened and that influx happened on her page, when she got those a couple of thousand of followers, she was supposed to ride that wave. She is not riding it right, and she's also not listening to the ideas people are giving her, which are great ideas. Like they are great ideas. I know another young lady. I don't think she moved from anywhere, but she ended up homeless, and all of her videos started off with, "Hi, my name is so and so. I'm a single mom of however many kids she had, and this is my journey as a something like that. This is my journey, da 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 da." And she's super consistent, like with her numbers. We can all agree that her mental isn't right, and that's a serious problem. She needs to start with that. I don't know if her mental is not right. I know her; she has poor decision making from where I stand, but I can't say she got a mental health issue. I honestly kind of hate the statement, "I would have done this or I would have done that." I don't think you ever know until you're in a situation. Sydney, that's generally absolutely true. But wouldn't put myself in a situation where I drag my three young kids from one state to the next of uncertainty. I'm just not. That nothing about that sound like a good idea. Nothing. And I know people do things all the time that we ourselves wouldn't do, but nothing about that said, "Yeah, that's a good idea. I'd want to go from a state I'm in where I can go live and be a content creator and go to another state that I have no stability in with my three kids, one who's receiving a benefit for some reason. So he has to have some type of disability because he's getting a check, and put them in an unstable situation." Yeah, nah. I'm sorry. It just Sydney, in this situation, it just don't make no sense. I know, like, we don't know what we would do, how would we respond, what we would do, but in this, I just can't. No, I just can't. No. Mm-mm. Hey, April, putting yourself in this position and screaming you want CPS involved. Oh, I would have let my children around me, and I didn't know if that's the case. Me either. Me either. Making a decision like that, she's acting like she's 16 with no kids, but really she's older and got three kids. She should have went on a chasing your dream before you had your kids. She said, "Wake up, Summer. I'm up, Summer, Summer." I forgot to. I don't know if Jack is here, but I still forgot to show my husband that daggone song you made up. She is 20. She's in her 20s. I think did she say she's 28? I was steady talking to y'all on mute. Y'all ain't hear nothing I just said. I was steady talking to y'all on mute, so y'all didn't hear nothing I said in the last couple of minutes. That is crazy. I didn't fall asleep. I was talking, but for whatever reason, I lost my mic. I don't even know what the last thing y'all heard me say because I looked up and saw that my mic was frozen. Let me see. I'm gonna just say it sounds like she was chasing a man, and if he's there at the hotel with her and them kids, that's sad. Now she money searching, and she know that social media will fall right into her story to help. Why? Because it's three kids, a single mom that left to chase a dream. Child, a real spill going to come out soon. Absolutely, Latrice. Like if she really went to, bro, ain't no way. It's no way. It's just no way, me personally. And I will hope that I was able to talk to my daughter to let her know, like, this is not a good idea. Like, what you're doing makes absolutely no sense. You're going to put my grandkids in a position where they could possibly be in harm's way. And no, like, line yourself up with some stuff first. Let's put some stuff in motion before you go out here and do it. You know what I mean? But I don't know what those dialogues was like between her and her mom. Sometimes I think this social media stuff has really messed up some people's minds. Absolutely. I think some people see the big content creators that's living them big, lavish lives and they get into a dollar and like they are rich pretty much. Like, and I think people see that and they think that it's easy because they see it and they want it. So they ready to just make these outrageous decisions to have it, not realizing that person that's making that kind of money, it didn't happen overnight for them. Most of those people, if they didn't already have money, like if they didn't grow into money, like if they didn't already have a like a generation of wealth, it took them years to build their pages to get where they are for most of them that are making like crazy money on social media. It does not happen overnight. It takes time. Not unless you just randomly go super crazy viral, like back to back to back, and you just get these crazy numbers and this crazy following, which is a rare thing. It doesn't typically happen that way at all. Like it normally takes years to build a foundation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think people take that part into consideration. They just see like everybody living these lavish lives and think like I can have that too. Now, granted, it is a lot of content creators and influencers that live in Texas and Houston. I don't know why that seems to be the hub for content creators. That seems to be like the hub for content creators. So maybe she was maybe the I don't know, maybe the person she went down there for is a content creator. This is just like speculation. Hmm. Common sense is not so common. Absolutely. My kids will not be around a strange man or woman. People are really crazy these days. You can't trust no one and can't. Exactly. Start posting. I'm the mom. Da da da. Prayers for the three children. Trust that summer. Here they are, the most on our stage. Sure, sure. Yep. And this 2024, three small kids, she made whatever move she did made now. I would have done it that way. But it's time for her to stand on business all 2024 because she's been here since October. So what is she doing? So many questions. It's also me too. I reached out to her, Latrice, and I'm hoping that she responds to me because if she do, I want to know if she would. Hopefully, she's willing to come do an interview, and we can ask some questions to get a little bit more insight on like what's really going on. And I'm definitely gonna ask her about that man voice for sure. She got three kids. Don't let age be an excuse. Absolutely not. Not an excuse, but young folks do weird stuff. Like even with having kids, some people have kids and they still kids mentally. Like it don't your mental, your IQ and all that stuff and where you are in your maturity level does not prevent you from having kids. Kids have kids all the time. Kids have kids all the time. Kids engage in adult activities all the time that they shouldn't be. He better come to me because I am so strict doing it. Kids, if I want to move, I gotta have things in line first. I don't understand. You say you already had an income because you get a check from your kids. So why didn't you set up an apartment before you even went out to Texas Foundation? Number one thing, right? That's what I don't understand. I was reading and when she said like I applied and I got approved, I'm thinking maybe she didn't realize after she paid for the application, maybe nobody didn't tell her she was going to have to pay moving money. Like maybe she just thought it was the application fee. I don't know, but something ain't adding up. You're an idiot, Summer, laughing out over there, talking to yourself and us asking you where you go. I wasn't looking at my screen. I was talking and looking at the ceiling, like just talking. But I gotta pay attention to the screen so that that won't happen again. But I was study just going in and looked over, and it was like, "Duh-duh-duh-duh, your mic has lost access." Like, StreamYard be doing too much. But if she was smart, she would use this attention to her story. Right, Heather? That's what I'm saying. She's not using the story, her getting the attention of the news to her advantage. So I asked y'all a question. Has anyone here ever chased a dream? Like you gave up something in order to try to achieve something. You know, we hear the story all the time of like, I hear the story all the time of like, especially when New York was the hot spot. I guess it's still a hot spot for people that wanted to be like actors, who wanted to be in movies, who wanted to be in plays, who wanted to be singers and rappers. Like they would take the big leap and move out to New York with hopes of getting a record deal and stuff like that. Um, has anyone ever chased a dream like where you had to make sacrifices and you just didn't know what was going to happen like with you? Like you went out on a limb, legit, just made a move in hopes that you achieve a certain goal. Has anyone ever done that? Y'all doing too much in the comments talking about y'all left out, came back, left out, came back. Like, all right, all right, all right. Why you say interview only and no GoFundMe? I would never take my kids to print them, take them to state that they don't know, have them around strange people, no money. It just does not make any sense to me. Oh my God, I'm on TikTok. It's all over it. Everyone is talking about this. Yeah, they was pretty mean in them comments. They was going off in them comments about her choice. I really believe there's a man involved. With the way things are in this country today, you need a plan A, B, C, and D, Jacqueline. Hey, Desiree. Oh, did I already speak to you, Desiree? Yeah, it's okay to chase your dream, but not have to read kids dragging behind with you when you don't have any funds to take care of. Now that part, I think if you it's just you, ain't no kids involved, run and chase till your heart is filled, to the brim. But when you have children, we got small children, we got other stuff to think about. That's why we get in groups that we fellowship and do outreaches with. Move around with people you know only. Absolutely, Laura. I never had a dream. I had to take what life gave me. You never had something you wanted to be, Robin? Even now, you don't have anything like, you would love to do? Um, anything like you wonder about like a goal you had? Nothing. That was never a thing. People don't do that when they have kids. I didn't move, but I gave up a steady paying job to go back to school to be a nurse. It paid off in the end. See, now something like that don't make sense, Heather. You gave up something to get something that makes sense. That makes sense. If you don't have kids, do you, boo boo? Even 13-year-old Cat Williams had a couple stacks in his pocket. Not a couple stacks. He said, I had a bit of that. Little pilly pack. Got the money on a stack. You can't go chase a dream with 3 kids and have no help. That's just impossible. It takes a village to raise kids, so you can't focus on tracing your dream when you got to focus on taking care of your kids. Well, well. Well, honestly, I became a mom at 15, so the only dream I could chase was a bag and my education because I feel like my kids became my top priority and their safety. So ensuring they had a stable home, clothing, etc. was all I had time for. But if it's a woman out here, but if it's a woman out here, a mother, let me say that trying chase a dream, ensure the foundation and safety of your children first. Don't just jump out there like that. I'm not mute. You can't hear me, Tracy. I feel like she should have just done it differently. Like she could have gotten a job lined up to work until her social media career was where she needed it to be. Yeah, but it's hard to line up a job from another location. A lot of times you got to go to the location. I mean, you can apply for stuff online, but then you have to travel to interview. So a lot of times you can't get a job until you get to the actual state, not unless you want some type of corporate America job and you're transferring from one place to another. Yes, there are some places that will hold like interviews and stuff over the phone, but even with that, you still have to get through orientation, your drug testing, all that stuff. It's weird because her GoFundMe page never mentions once that she came to be a content creator. It don't. I thought that it did. Yeah, that's true too. Now I can't have to go out, come back in. I do wish the best for her and her children. Absolutely. I don't know. I raised my little ones alone. Family was trash at the time, so everything ran around them. Work, college, everything. But damn, sis put her kids at risk. Yeah, that was to me. That was risky business. That was just risky business. And I know sometimes in life, like if you want something, you got to make sacrifices to get it. But that just doesn't sound smart because you could be a content creator from anywhere, like anywhere. You don't have to live in Houston. You don't have to live in anywhere in Texas. You don't have to live anywhere specific. You just need to be in a location that qualifies you to be monetized. And she could have absolutely did that from Florida. I don't know. I read that she could have did that from Florida. So I don't understand her reasoning outside of like if it's an actual man there. I've never had. I've had I'm gonna say goals. I don't want to say I had dreams. I know when I was a little girl, like I aspired to be, I wanted to be a lawyer. And then as I got older, that changed because baby, school ain't for me. I couldn't wait to be done with school. I actually enrolled to college and I did it for a little bit, and then I was like, this ain't for me. I'd rather go chase a bag, and that's what I did. And then later on, I ended up taking up some trades and stuff like that. But um, I don't think I don't like as far as like career wise, nah. I know I have goals like I said, y'all know I'm chasing a bag on social media. When I was baking heavy, my goal was to grow that to have stable income and possibly beyond, which I achieved doing that. Uh my real estate agent licensing that I have, I'm working on that to grow to be a better real estate agent and things like that. But I didn't have like no dreams like, oh, I want to be a singer, I want to be an actor, I want to be nothing like that. They said, girl, you should have just went and spent some money on an iPhone so you could do lives from the bathroom. Because every time she do a live, she either in the bed in a hotel or she's in the bathroom at a hotel. Inmates can do it in one location, right? People do it from jail, baby. Hell nah. And I thought about it though. Real talk. She did an interview when she was on that homeless shelter saying she wanted to be a content creator. Don't make no sense dragging those babies around. Nope. Aspirations and dreams are different from goals and works. Cannot step out on faith with babies involved. Where the F is the father of those kids? Now I know people that stepped out on faith with kids. Like I had a girlfriend, she wanted to be a nurse, and it was a nursing program, an accelerated nursing program in Florida. So she moved from Pennsylvania to Florida with her five babies. It was just her. And she had to figure it out, like getting a place, getting childcare, hoping that her schedule and stuff lined up. And she went through some struggles, some ups and downs, but she got through it. She made it through school, and then she continued to go. She moved back to PA, and now she is a nurse practitioner. So I know people that chase dreams with kids like aspirations. I know people that have done it. I say you crazy as hell because I'm like, what if this don't happen? What if that don't happen? She was like, I can't think like that. I have to go out there with the thought process that I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to make it happen because she wanted to be a nurse. That was her dream, and she had a goal and she went through with it. So, like I do know, but she also had employment lined up. Like, you know what I'm saying? She knew she could transfer her job. Her biggest concern was finding childcare and a place that was affordable. You know what I'm saying? So, and she struggled with that, but she got through it. So people chase dreams like with kids. You just need to do it the right way. And what that girl Keisha did, just it don't sound like she did it the right way. Hey Mary, tell her to go rent May Airbnb and have me promote her. Oops, Lisa. Mm. They on Facebook too begging. Who begging? Not give me your phone. What I do? Why you want to take my phone? I don't know, y'all. The story seemed interesting. I'm going to keep following it. I got a couple of things that I need to post, but I'm like, have you ever had a dollar in a dream and chased it? The situation with this, I just can't get down with it. I can't make no sense of it. It all screamed, no, girl, take them kids back home and try again. But she seems very hopeful. When she got the hotel room from the agency, she was like, that God got her and she gonna make it through and she's not gonna give up. She thought about giving up, but she gonna keep pushing, and she's gonna make it. But all the stuff you're going through, girl, you don't have to be going through it. Like from my understanding, this is a choice. And it don't make no sense because the same thing you are doing, going live from your daggone bathroom and your bed, you could have did that in Florida. Oh, Alice. Hey guys, I've been missing lives because we are swamped at work. Oh, get that money, honey. We'll be here. I told my husband it was too bad social media wasn't popping like this back when he was locked up. We could be sitting pretty right now. I wish I would have understood social media during COVID because that's when a lot of people blew up and got their bag during COVID. Like Facebook was dumping out them checks, honey, because a lot of people was using social media as an outlet since we couldn't go outside. I wish I would have knew and understood that you could make ducats from social media because I would have been used with my baking business and all that stuff. I could have been doing my ones and twos, man. Same, right? I'm like, why nobody never put me on? I wish I was watching Mayday at that time and I understood, like, dang, let me hit the lock button. I could make some money. Or something. I always find out stuff late, never on time. Microphone check. Can y'all hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. This daggone thing. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. So we're gonna get into our affirmations at this time. If y'all know how we do it, if you're able to stand in front of the mirror, I ask that you do so. If you can't find a comfortable place to sit and close your eyes and relax. If you are driving, tuning into Sip and Chat, please do not close your eyes. Pay attention to the road, drive safe, make sure you buckle up and get to where you're going in one piece. I'm going to give you guys a few moments to get yourself situated, either in front of a mirror or in a comfortable place to sit. You want somewhere that's quiet, somewhere you can focus on your breathing and just relax for a moment. It's not just a little bit, just a little short time. It don't take a long time, you know what I'm saying? And so if you guys are in position, we're going to start with our breathing, which we breathe through our nose in and then we exhale through our mouth. We take deep breaths in and then we exhale slowly through our mouth. And as you are doing this, I want you to pay attention to your breathing. I want you to pay attention to your body, the rising and the falling of your shoulders, of your chest. Just focus so that all the stuff that you got rolling around in your head, it should disappear because you focused on your breathing. This is your focal point. And after we finish these affirmations, not only do I want you to repeat what I say, but I want you to hold on to this. I want you to believe it. I want you to know that it's true. All this stuff that we are saying applies to you, and you can have it, you can be it, you can achieve it. Um, the mind is a powerful tool, and the things that we allow to circulate in it will dictate our day, our week, our month, our year, our entire life. So, think positive. Think positive. Focus on the things that you can control versus the things that you can't control. You know what I'm saying? Things will be, just be so much better. So, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? We're going to inhale through our nose. Exhale through the mouth. Slow and steady. We're going to do it again. Inhale through our nose. Big breath. Exhale. One more time. You ready? Big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to repeat after me. I want you to repeat after me. Y'all ready? Say, I can achieve my goals. I believe in myself. I am capable of success. I not only accept, but I deserve success. Say that with conviction, y'all. I am committed to my goals. I am focused and consistent because that's key. I deserve fulfilling relationships. I will succeed. And those are our affirmations for the day. I hope that you guys enjoy Sip and Chat because I enjoyed you. We are here each and every Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to remind you guys that we do have an email that you can reach out to if there's a topic you would like us to discuss. You can remain completely anonymous. It's an email, so you can email us for whatever email you want to use. You don't have to leave your name or your social media handle, and we will come up here and and do what we do. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Make it a great day. Remember, focus on what you can control and don't let things that happen in the moment that let you down determine the rest of your day. Leave it in that moment and continue to push forward. You got this, you guys. You are needed. You are wanted. Continue to do your big one. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. And I'm out.